So you've had some health issues?
Yes, I've had some health issues in the past.
What happened? What were your health issues?
I had precancerous cells, cervical. When we let me try that again.
So you had, was it cancer?
At that time, we think it was just the precancer at that point, but then about 4 years later, I ended up. How do I even go about that? I'm sorry. Several years later, it was told to me that the cells had developed into cancer. And so we had to do more procedures and treatment that time. And at that time, I did lose my hair, and it was a very scary, emotional time in my life.
But you didn't lose your hair, you shaved your head.
Well, I shaved my head so I wouldn't have the big clumps of hair falling out.
Well, you said you lost your hair, but you didn't, you shaved your head.
In the beginning, I shaved my head to where my hair was very short, yes.
And we asked you about this morning, and you put our producer on the phone with a nurse from the Christus Trinity Mother Frances Hospital in your hometown, right?
Yes.
Sharon Hodges.
Yes.
Who's a nurse there. Was she involved in your treatment?
Yes, I knew her from having visits there.
So when you had your surgery and your chemo and your radiation, she treated you?
Well, she was one of the nurses there.
And so the producer talked to her, and she told the producer that you went through cancer treatments, several months of chemo in 2012, and confirmed ovarian cancer. We asked for Sharon's work email so we can also get an email confirmation, and she wouldn't do that. She said she was worried that she would get in trouble.
I called, and they had told me I needed to sign, records release and things, so I don't know if...
Well, we had one more question for her, so we called back to that hospital and asked for Sharon Hodges.
Okay.
And they said there's no Sharon Hodges that works there. Who is Jenny?
It's her best friend.
One of my friends.
Because when you called Sharon Hodges on your cell phone, the name Jenny came up in the screen.
No, well, yeah, because I know Sharon. That's what I was telling the producer.
But you have Sharon in your cell phone under Jenny?
No. I called Jenny's phone. I said, is this Sharon? She said, no, she said, this is Jenny, Carrie. I was like, oh, I need to talk to Sharon.
Why would Sharon be with Jenny?
Because we were all friends. Does that not make sense?
Not at all.
Okay.
The truth is, there's no Sharon Hodges that works at that hospital. She doesn't exist. The hospital has no reason to lie about that.
But neither do I. I did have to go through treatment. I did have to go through chemo and radiation.
So when you put our producer on the phone this morning speaking to Sharon Hodges, they were actually speaking to Jenny.
No, that still wasn't Jenny.
Who was it?
Her name is Sharon.
What was she doing at Jenny's house?
They are neighbors now. I know it seems so coincidental.
I'm just hoping you'll clear it up for me so I can understand.
Well, I'm kind of confused at the same time, so I don't really know how I can clear things up for you.